Greetings, friends. Today I wanted to talk about the black pill and perspectives on life. How they affect you. Is the black pill viable? Short answer is no. Long answer will be this entire video. So let's get into it. I watched recently Kirscha's stream and she went off on black pillars in dating context again, as they tend to just see all women as evil and never look beyond their horizons, beyond their lived experience. And that brought me to this video. I thought it was interesting, especially since I saw someone recently crash out because of how they look at things, because of their perspective on things. But it was a different kind of thing why they crashed out. I want to talk about attribution theory today. Silas gave me that, gave me a nice little text, and I want to look at this today. So let's get to the workroom and then we can see. First off, what is attribution theory? Attribution theory is a psychological framework that explains how people interpret the causes of behavior and events, distinguish between internal and factors and external factors. And locus is just Latin for place. So where you look at what place, so to say, you look at what is the cause, and we get there now. In simple terms, because I need that. Imagine something happens, you fail a test, win a game, get yelled at by a boss, etc. When you explain why it happened, you can point to causes in two broad directions. Internal locus, the cause is inside you. Failed because I'm smart enough, or didn't study enough, or I succeeded because I really worked really hard, or I'm smart enough. So blame and credit goes to your own ability, effort, personality, and such things. External causes would be like unlucky tests. I failed the test because it was unfair, or the questions were impossible. I succeeded because I got lucky, or the other team was terrible in the game, for example. So blame and credit goes to the environment, fate, the situations, other people, and luck, not to yourself. So how does that affect things? Where you place the causal locus decides on if you actually look at yourself. So how does that play into things? When you always look at external forces, you have little to do yourself. You have little to improve yourself and little to think about yourself, because it's always the others. It's always the situation or fate, or you're just unlucky. So you don't look at how to actually improve yourself and maybe not fail, or maybe succeed in the next time, or get better at least. Depending on how you look at things, on your perspective, outside of that, you can create self-fulfilling prophecies by what would be the pre-causal locus. So before you actually go into the event, you have a view on the things. Some people, for example, think that people always think they're weird or don't like them, and so they go in already with that mindset that, yeah, people don't like me here, people find I'm gross or something like that, and so they will be less social or more passive aggressive maybe, and then people will look at them weird or be not as friendly. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You go in with the predetermined mindset, and that decides some of the outcome already. If the world is actually that bad and you really think that there is no helping you, because you can rationalize everything in your perspective. Someone who can't change the perspective or doesn't want to because it's comfortable will not gain anything. Important is, if you want an actual good life, it is better to be giving in the first place, to be someone that thinks positive of the people and thinks positive of the world. Being negative, taking the black pill, will only lead to misery on your life, the ones that love you, and everything you do. Progress in your life depends on your mindset, depends on how you see things and look at things. You have to have a positive outlook on the future, to step into the future without fear. Being positive also leads to more positivity in your life. You should never underestimate the amount a bit of positivity can do on people. And people will repay that in kind when the time comes. When you are a beacon of light, and yeah, you may think not everyone can be that, but I would say at least you can try to do the best you can in that aspect. There will come your payback in the sense that there will be people there for you when you are at the ground again. A positive outlook can also help with getting out there and trying new things, and through that having experiences that are helpful for your wisdom, for intelligence, for your enjoyment of life. When we go back to the example I had with the Kirche stream, when it was about dating, if you just close your heart for every woman, there will be the chance, there will be no chance you ever get a loving girlfriend that will care for you. But if you, after you got your bad experience, you can grow from that, you can step forward and then see maybe red flags that you didn't see before. And then when you go out there again after you're ready for it, then you can maybe find your actual love for life. It is also the black pill what keeps most of the incels in the incel community on the ground. It is not that hard to find a girlfriend. Trust me. Being miserable cannot be your goal, I think. There is definitely always a chance for a better future. And most of the time it is just behind you being a bit adventurous, a bit courageous. Sometimes you have to take the chance to get hurt, to find greatness, to find love. That is the quintessence of what I want to talk about. Anything in your life will just get worse when you take the black pill. Everything will be really down. Everything will be a bad thing that happens to you. If you change your perspective and take life for what it is, a big sandbox game where there are many possibilities that you can go for, just take the first step. It is always a decision to see things through a different way, at least in the beginning. Once you do it for a longer time, it will become easier to do that. If I would have blackpilled, I would not only not be here, but even if I were here, I would have never get anyone watching my stuff. Because I'm not blackpilled, I went out there and I talked to people. I tried to bring the happiness about. I'm always happy when people find kind words to me because of my actions. Because that means I at least think in that case that I did something for them that makes them think that I am actually a good person. There would be the possibility of being cynical and just thinking they're just toxic positive and don't actually mean what they say, or they say that to mock me. That is always a possibility. But if I would just take that, I think that would worsen the entire community. That would worsen all my relationships in this community. It would worsen them. Nobody would want to be around me at all. People would go out of the way to get around me. And that's why having a positive outlook and positive perspective is better in the long and short run. If you think of your failure before you even try something, then, and if it isn't like anything that would change the world for you, then you are already going at it the wrong way. You should go for it to see what happens or to see where it goes and lead with a positive outlook. So, I think I have enough rambled today. I guess there are a few things I still got. For the people waiting for my Nibelung lead, this will be my next video. I had it almost done the last time. Yeah, I had it done actually, but I was not happy with it. So, or the way I went at it. So, I redo it again. Also, there will be a podcast this weekend. And from then on, I hope more weekends. It will be an anime podcast. It will be with Enter 2 Credits and Lily Fanwild. And we will talk about anime. And the first one will be Haikyuu. Because we all like that show. We want to stay on the start on a positive note. There will be things we will criticize, of course. But it should be fun. So, come around. Also, things will change. I am now working on a new music video. Not music video, a new song. And some visuals for it. It will not be a music video. I'm not good at that. Other people in the community are. That will build up the lore from my cameo that I got in the Skybros collab with his mother. They're gonna be my little cameo there. I hold the box with white flowers. I since found out what it is and what it is meaning, and I will build upon that. A new character will enter my universe, and this one will be my new music anchor. It will be a female goddess, and she will get the songs now. I don't focus on Lucian, my character, anymore for the songs, but on her. Maybe you can give a little teaser right here. There it is. My room is getting fuller. There will be people in my library now. I also changed my info on this channel. Anyways, that's not what the video was about. I thank you for listening so far. I hope you have a great day. Make the best of it, as you can. There will be rough times, but there will be better ones after that. Especially if you go out there and try to make it better. So, don't let a setback from life destroy all your chances on a great life. Until then, guys, see ya. If not on my channel, then in the comments of someone else. Until then, bye bye.